Welcome to ThinkAmericaNow.com. You are the subject of a multi-billion-dollar publicity campaign to stop you understanding healthcare. The healthcare facts are, however, pretty simple. I'm going to cover a couple of them right now in this video, and you can see the rest on my blog, which is on the bottom of the screen. First of all, let's address the great American lie. That is, we need to keep government out of healthcare. Here are the facts. The World Health Organization rates the US the world's worst healthcare system among the major developed countries. The US is also, on average, twice the cost of other major countries, and they all provide quality universal health care. They are all government regulated in some way. Now, isn't that interesting? The US government uses your tax dollars to pay for health care for about 50% of all Americans, from politicians to prison inmates. Healthcare costs are 30% of the total federal budget and nearly 20% of the entire economy in the US, and still escalating. Why do all the other developed countries have government-regulated healthcare? Well, it's actually quite simple. The facts are that you are typically not qualified to know what healthcare treatment and services you need. You also have little or no cost data or quality data to make an informed purchase. How can competition contain costs if the buyer doesn't know what the cost is? You rely on healthcare professionals to make these decisions in your best interest and choosing the most cost-effective way. Well, here's the big surprise. They don't. They make the decisions in their best interest, aiming to maximize profit. The aim of the government regulation in other countries is to ensure that the healthcare system meets the people's need and that the parts of the system work together to cost-effectively deliver services to you. The reason that you hear about some waiting periods for non-essential services in Canada and the UK is because the equipment and the resources are highly utilized and therefore much cheaper per patient. The reality is that we don't have a healthcare plan in the US, and healthcare reform is actually just health insurance reform. If you would like to really understand the real facts about what's going on in healthcare and your financial future, because it's tied to it, please go to my blog. Thanks very much for listening.